Yeah.
I will begin.
Let's go.
Mr. Tyson Fury, at home in Las Vegas?
Yep. I'm in bed.
Why is the great Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, WBC heavyweight champion, in bed then?
I just got back from training, just done a good hard sparring session, some bag work, bit of stretching, and I eat, sleep, train, repeat, nothing else. I'm not here in Las Vegas to have fun. I'm not here to enjoy myself. I'm here to get off my feet after training, and that's it. Get the job done and roll on to the next one, whatever that might be.
We're delighted that TalkSport got the broadcast rights to Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder 3. We were there, obviously, in the second fight doing the live broadcast, Tyson. It had massive numbers. Pleased to be on TalkSport on July the 24th?
Yeah, very happy to be on TalkSport. Very, very happy. It's a very good sports radio. I often listen to it on my long journeys across the country and across Europe. And the listeners look forward to big fights, especially the ones who are at work during the event and that. Can't watch it on TV, listen to it on the radio. Old school, old style.
It was very dramatic last time, and we've had so many replays of the commentary. It was even up as a commentary team for the Sports Journalists Association of the Year Awards. Are you promising us drama and excitement this time?
Do you know what? I'm here to do a job. And however I get that job done is however it's going to go. And, I can't really do much more than I'm doing, Gareth. We can only do our best in life. And I can't wait to execute my game plan on the night. You're going to do the best of Tyson Fury, hopefully. The best I can do will be on the night.
We haven't seen trilogies in the heavyweight championship for almost 2 decades.
Was it Riddick Bowe and Holyfield?
It was. It's a long time ago, nearly 20 years ago. Is there something, as the fighter yourself, exciting about a trilogy?
Yeah, it's great to be involved in a trilogy. A trilogy means that you've had 2 good fights and there's going to be a third for whatever reason. I'm very excited to be involved in one. It's my first trilogy. I've had a couple of rematches before, a rematch with John McDermott, a rematch with Derek Chisora, a rematch with Wilder. So this is like all new territory for me, for a trilogy. So yeah, it's good.
Is it weirdly, obviously a lot of people had you scoring the first drawn fight, you winning. Winning most of the rounds, even though you were down twice and up incredibly in that 12th round, causing drama that will never be forgotten. In your mind, because you beat him so comprehensively the second time, does it create a way that you've got to see it the third time around and you have to reset and start all over again in a strange way?
No, I'm very motivated and I'm very confident going into this fight. I've actually done everything correct for camp. I've got the best sparring partners that any man could ever get. I've employed Sugar Hill again and Andy Lee. We're both in camp. I've got George Lockhart here cooking the food. I've got Christian Blacklock doing the strength conditioning, and I've got Matt Toey doing the massage. I've got Big Shane doing the camp management, and I've got Timmy Alcock doing the organising. So we haven't left any stones unturned. Everything is possible to be done, has been done. And that's it, really.
Does it affect you mentally, physically, psychologically, emotionally, that you've had to wait this long to have another fight, 18 months nearly?
It's been tough, because I wanted to keep active at the latter end of my career. But, no one foreseen the catastrophic events that has occurred in the last 2 years, or 18 months rather. And it wasn't very my fault or anything to do with boxing's fault. It was all COVID-19 related issues. And a lot of people have lost their lives. A lot of people have been very ill. A lot of people are still ill. A lot of people are still catching it. So I'm just very fortunate to be alive and healthy and well, and on the verge of having a trilogy fight with me good old mate Deontay Wilder.
On February the 23rd, last year. You utterly dominated him. You had him down, you had him out, and his corner retired him. What do you make of the vow of silence he took against you, the fact he's on weights this time, he's building his body up? Most observers think his only chance is really to try and come forward against you in this fight because he's not going to outbox you.
I don't know. I don't look into it too much. I don't look into what Deontay's doing or his new training methods or anything. For me, it's not really about the opponent. It's always about what I bring. And let's put it this way, I haven't found anyone to beat me so far, so I look forward to the challenges.
We're only 3 weeks away now from the fight. What goes through a fighter like yourself's mind 3 weeks out? Obviously, you've got a week of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday before the fight where you've got obligations, press conferences, weigh-ins, all those things. What goes through the mind now in the last couple of weeks, through your mind and your body?
Nothing really. I don't really think about the fight until it's on upon us. My most important thing is to get to the fight injury-free, not to get some stupid cut in sparring or injury at the last minute or catch COVID even, or whatever there is. Whatever there is, the dangers out there, I try and avoid all that stuff. Because the most important thing for any fighter is to get to the fight in one piece. And then you can do your best on the night. And it's a battle of willpower and a battle of attrition who wants it more on the night.
Do you feel comfortable now that you've had several camps in Vegas and it feels almost like a home from home for you?
Most definitely. It's very convenient. Everything's so convenient here in Las Vegas for me. We've got the gyms. We know everybody here. We've got access to anything we need. We've got the UFC gym, which is probably the most state-of-the-art facility I've ever been in. And they've been kind enough to let me use it whenever I want to. The ice baths, the ice machines, they've got running machines underwater. They've got everything you can think of. Anything that's possible for a high-performance athlete, the UFC gym down there has got it all. So big shout-out to the UFC guys, everybody in it. Thank you very much. Big shout to Forrest Griffin, who's opened the gym for us on Sunday, and Dana White for letting us use it. So thank you, everybody at the UFC. Fantastic. And you got Top Rank, and they've improved their gym for me and put a big picture on the wall outside, all the full front doorways, Tyson Fury. They put new showers in. I don't think the Top Rank gym's had as much use since the 70s. It's definitely not had an upgrade since the 70s anyway. And you got everyone's worked hard. You know, you got Jorge Capitella, my Mexican friend who's always there and always helps me in training camps, and Frank, and there's so many others. Everyone does the job. It's a big, massive team.
The whole world would want me to ask this question, of course. You're facing Deontay Wilder for a third time. You get your hand raised at the end of the fight. Will you be targeting then, if Anthony Joshua does fight Alexander Usyk and wins, will you still be targeting that undisputed title and a fight with Anthony Joshua?
Anthony Joshua's got to get through his own fight first, just like I have. People think, right, oh, let's make the Joshua Fury fight right now and overlook Wilder and Usyk. But what happens then is Usyk and Wilder end up fighting for the undisputed title. We've seen it all before, haven't we? I remember when they were talking about Joshua and Wilder fighting for the big undisputed fight. And then all of a sudden, a little Mexican came along and knocked him out. And then it was all underwater. There was no more talk of it. Then I smashed Wilder. And then it was good night, nurse. So you can never overlook these people. One thing I will say is, though, providing I get through this fight injury-free and I get the victory, which nothing's guaranteed in life, never mind something of that task, I'll be looking to fight again this year for sure. 100%, no matter who it is. If I get through Wilder, then we'll see who's available after that, and who's out there for a. I might take a voluntary defence, you know, because look at the stuff, the people I've had to fight in the last couple of fights and that. I was Wilder's mandatory in this last fight, and Wilder will probably be my mandatory in this fight. So we'll see. We'll see if I can keep busy fight in between.
What do you say to people that say that Tyson Fury is obviously avoiding Anthony Joshua then? Because there are those people out there now saying that.
I'm absolutely quaking in my boots. The big bodybuilder. Shitting myself. Excuse my French. Because them muscles are terrifying. No. Listen, the end of the day is, I've never avoided anybody in my career. Wilder's the most dangerous fighter on this planet. And I'm giving this fighter, the most dangerous puncher in the history of our sport, 3 chances in a row to fight and beat me. So that takes a lot of balls to do that. 3 opportunities, playing with fire, playing with an atomic bomb. So, yeah, it's very risky business, to say the least. So you got one man who's as quick as lightning, he can knock you out one punch. And you got one guy who doesn't have a great engine, that gasses out after 3 or 4 punches. You know, looks good. But looks can be deceiving. If it was about looks, I wouldn't be heavyweight champion of the world, would I? Definitely not. I'd be a road sweeper. I'd be sweeping the roads up. But it's not about looks. And all these fighters are going to get their chance. They're all going to get the 5 minutes of fame in the sunshine, and they're all going to get their opportunity to fight the Gypsy King. Whoever's out there who's a good name will always get their chance at the end of the day. You got the Joshua, you got the Wilders of the world, which is a very dangerous fight for me. You got the Joshuas of the world, you got the Usyks of the world, you got the Dillian Whyts of the world, you got the Andy Ruiz's, the Joseph Parkers. Who else is there? There's Ortiz, can't write him off. Big Charles Martin's making a comeback. There's so many big fighters out there to fight. There's a lot of people that are all gunning to get a shot at a title of some sort.
I can hear you being called for lunch. I'm going to ask you 2 more quick questions, Tyson. You gave an interview a couple of days ago saying that you might even step in with 4-ounce gloves against the UFC's heavyweight champion, Francis Ngannou. Were you serious about that?
Yeah, no problem. Not a problem. Not in a UFC fight, grabbing and mauling and all that, ripping up and down. But in a stand-up fight with small gloves on, I'll fight him. Not a problem.
4-ounce gloves in a ring, then, almost, yeah.
In a cage or a ring, it doesn't matter. Can have 4-ounce gloves or bare knuckle if he wants. Doesn't really matter to me. I'm an heavyweight champion of the world. It's one connection, and good night, Vienna. He's a big puncher too, though. So big, strong guy, full of muscles and very accurate and very big puncher. So, you know, it would definitely make for an interesting brawl, that's for sure. And the fact that I've never had any 4-ounce gloves on, and the fact that he's never been punched by a world-class heavyweight before, you've got to take it all into play. It'd be in a very exciting fight. Very exciting. A crossover match between the Gypsy King and, I don't know what they call him. I know he's called Francis Ngannou, but has he got a special name?
I can't remember, but he's a big old beast anyway.
He's a big old beast, but, you know, I've been brought up from a child fighting big old beasts.
Final one. England's football team have created great well-being in the country in the last couple of weeks. They've got their game against Denmark tomorrow. Have you got a message for the boys when they go out there and play at Wembley?
I think they've been doing absolutely fantastic. And you know what I've got to say to everyone out there? It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. It's coming home for the first time in 60 years, however long it's been, since 1966. And guess where it's going to be played? Wembley. Semi-finals and finals at Wembley.
You got a feeling that England can do it?
I've got a funny feeling that England's going to do it, you know. They've got Denmark to get through, beat Ukraine, beat Denmark, and then it's Italy or Spain today, which will be a tough game for anybody. But I think the way we're playing, not conceded a goal, good finishing, I think we've grown in the competition. The longer the competition's gone on, all the guys have got more confidence. Harry Kane seems to be on good form. Sterling seems to be on good form. Maguire's on good form. You got like the likes of Rashford, who's not even played that much, fresh. You got so many guys on the bench, Sancho and Bellingham. They haven't really had that much time on the thing, so everyone's fresh. We've had no extra time, no penalties. been fantastic. So clean run, no goals, scoring well now. So it's all there to do. But, Denmark's no pushover. It's almost written for Denmark to win it, to win the competition. They've won it before, don't forget, Denmark, years ago. And, they had the tragedy with Eriksson early on, lost the game, come back, and now they're in the last 4. So they beat Wales 4-0. They're no pushovers, Denmark. They've got a lot of Premier League players on their side, a lot of decent players. No superstar names, but some good, solid guys who can work together. So it'd be a tough game for England, but I'm expecting England to win comfortably and go through to the final and play the winner of Italy and Spain at Wembley with lots of people there. And they've got the hopes riding of the nation right behind them. Everybody's in the same boat. Everybody wants to see England do well. We did well in the World Cup last 4. We've equalled that in the Euros last 4. Let's see if we can go better and win it.
It would be an amazing July if England won at Wembley and then you win in Las Vegas, wouldn't it?
It would be, and it's very, very possible as well.